I got a little something for you. Do you ever think life as we know it, where will it go? I mean, you could go on the point like, where do we go after life? Or you could see life as we're in right now. Where is it gonna go? We're constantly changing. Technology is advancing at such a rate, we can barely keep up. Japan is like supposedly 2 years ahead of the rest of the world. Now, how is that possible? How can sorry, one nation, not share knowledge with us? Why can't we all be at the same pace? Why do things have to be hidden from us? Do I really care that much? No, I got everything I need right here. I'm just thinking, we're so focused on building new technology and expanding out of the ordinary, becoming someone who is but a piece of technology. That's all we are. That's all I am. That's all I look at myself as. These videos I post on Facebook, all I want to do is have more videos. I want to hit the next 100, next 100, next 100,000, next 100, next 100, next 100, next 100, 2,000. I just want to have more and more and more. But what is it going to get me in the end? In the end, I'll look back and say, I really didn't memorize all those videos. They were just me, as I'm talking right now, just talking. Could I have spent that time, for example, with my nephews, who I so want to see live in peace? I so want to see my nephews just live in peace. Let them grow up doing as they choose. Because you know what? That's what we're doing to our children. They're not my children. I said they're my nephews. I have no children. But the children should. The children are growing up. They're not getting tired at night. They're staying up. You know why? Because during the day, they weren't outside, running around, playing tag, playing street hockey, basketball, hide and seek, riding their bikes to their friends' houses, jumping up and down on the bed. They have an iPad glued to their face throughout all hours of the day. Man, Raj 7 years old. I remember before his last birthday, so when he was 6 years old, I don't even want to say it, man. It broke my heart. It actually broke my heart. I'm like, what do you enjoy about school? This and that, I can't remember the whole conversation exactly, but it came up. I brought up, I'm like, what's your favorite sport? And he's like, I don't know how to play sports. And at that second. Meanwhile, the kid does jiu-jitsu. He's in swimming lessons, he plays soccer. He says, I don't know any sports. Kid doesn't know that, he's doing jiu-jitsu. He's young. He's very young. He's only 6 years old at this point. You know what? To be fair, when I was in junior, senior kindergarten, we weren't really playing sports at the time, but man, like we were running around. Like we were tired at the end of the night. I went to sleep at the end of the night. These kids are staying up all hours of the night on their iPads, watching TV, playing Wii. Oh man. We're growing kids in an age of society that is so unnecessary. This screen that you see it is not the rest of your life. Okay? You have to learn how to close the screen. Eventually, we all will. We will see no need for the screen as we cannot eat the screen. And the people on the other side of the screen are here in front of us, enjoying life as one. We see each other through this screen. We think everything's okay because we have this screen. But what happens if all the screens fail? Then what? Chaos. I think that would be just amazing. Every screen just failed. That would be peace. I would be blessed up. I would be like, thank you, Lord. Heavenly Father God, Heavenly Mother God, Heavenly Lord Jesus Christ, Heavenly Holy Spirit, through the power of the Lord Jesus Christ. That is a huge step in the right direction. This screen that you're looking at is so unnecessary, yet every single person has become a witness to this screen, has felt induced by the screen. The screen maybe has saved lives. Can't turn that down. There is a necessity for the screen. But obsession with the screen, absolute, undying, unnecessary obsession with the screen is damaging us all. I look at people on Facebook and like let me see what they're posting. Let's just look at what they're posting. Rich Howe, okay, he's good. Deshaun, he's been 3 places tonight, that's good. Rich Howe again. Eric's got a picture of his dad, like young and transgender Eric. Okay, it might be cool to look at, but is that necessary? So right now we're at 1 of 4. That is not necessary, so it's pretty good. But I'm already looking at the 2 of 5. Notice how I said 2 of 5, not 1 of 5. 2 of 5. This Friday, Blem, DJ Young Legend, will be shutting Heist down. So, club, some people can be going to it, it's... I can't say I didn't support this kind of life. But that brings in a different issue, man. This alcohol can be substituted with marijuana, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to put this as 2 of 5. Because this is promoting alcohol. Next. Create your own website. In the basis of things, what we need. We've gone over, 2 were Rich Howe. Rich Howe, he's talking about Bitcoin, financial. I could easily flip those two because money and Bitcoin we don't need. I like Rich Howe though, so I said his stuff was nice. Deshaun, he's been three places tonight. That's the one good thing at this point. Oh, sorry, Eric posted a picture of his dad. That's very nice. So that's 2 of 6 that we're at because we're at the creating your own website. A third of the posts are meaningful. Lori has her son cooking food. 3 of 7 are meaningful. That's good. I didn't mean to stutter there and put thought into it, but that's meaningful. This isn't quite going the way I thought. A picture of Argentina and Chile. Once again, very nice. Fabulous. Smoking a joint. Rocking the chains. He's got the nice shirt on. Very materialistic. That's like a half. He's preaching peace. I like the man. You know, I don't know. Like this. Like, okay. I lost count. But this one, you know, bruh, if we were to split extension in 2 separate, and this is what you get. You know, like this stuff, so unnecessary. Fun fact, Pepsi solves everything. You can actually beat The Legend of Zelda. Breathe of the Wild by going straight to the castle and giving Giganon a Pepsi. See, like, alright. MTV News. Pratt Chat, I'm not gonna get started. MTV. Hockey, that's productive. What we'd look like, okay, that's interesting if animals, you know, we evolved from was not the monkey. They got a picture of an owl here and what we look like. That's okay. That's like a half. That's pretty cool. That's like a 0.75. That's like a 0.9. That's cool. Okay, you got the 1. I'm losing count. But you know, police beating alleged jaywalker. See, like, that's like a -2. I don't want to see this. Okay? This has got to end. Police are one with us. They've been put, some of them, in a position of power and authority. They may tend to abuse that power and authority. I've watched this video before. The person the police has, talked to was jaywalking. And that same person took off his jacket, and the police officer now instantly assumes he's trying to challenge this himself, the police officer, to a fight. Police officer takes him down, does all this because the police officer now has a reason to do it. He was, intimidated. If it was a group of people and one person went out and did this, that same group of people would have stopped that one person. But because one person is in charge and now he feels intimidated, he's going to fight back. But a big group of people is not going to feel intimidated. They're going to handle the situation. This cop deals with so much stress in his life. Okay? He doesn't know if this guy has a gun. He's all by himself. He's got to handle the situation as best as he can. But if we were all together and we saw this man jaywalking, we'd say, hey, we'd stop him, talk to him. This guy, if he takes off his jacket, he's not going to be trying to intimidating us because there's many of us. Okay? There's power in numbers, and we have the numbers. This cop, you could say he was intimidated, he overreacted. The guy shouldn't have taken his jack off to intimidate him. Maybe he wasn't trying to intimidate. There's so many factors. But I don't feel anyone's at fault. Forgiveness, man. Just think forgiveness. This one I didn't really read into that much. Police describe sad encounter with terrified black teenager on Facebook and his post goes viral. So this police was trying to talk to someone. See, I don't know. I'm not going to get started. But okay, I am. This police officer talked to a kid. He's getting good recognition. I didn't read the post. I can't really go much more than that. He talked to the kid and he helped the kid. Dangerous minds. There's a guy doing cocaine. Like, you can say that's unnecessary. This looks good. They're selling a condo. Very nice condo. But that's the thing, Some people can't afford this. They look at this. They think, will I ever have this? Is that nice? Is that what we're trying to do? Say, like, look, if you can afford this, you deserve this? Nah, man, money is not an issue. Money is not an issue. Okay, if someone wants to live here, let them live there for a day, a week. Move somewhere else, change a scenery. Wouldn't it be nice, you live somewhere else every week, you're like nomadic. You take your tent, you take your few belongings that you so need with you everywhere you need to go. And you just travel the world and you're just enjoying life and you're meeting new people and it's just beautiful. That piff music. Projections on this person called Logic. Maybe I should listen to. Snowden explains who really rules the USA, and it's neither the president nor the Congress. Something so important, but yet to the world as we see it, there's people who think it's necessary to address this fact. There's people who don't think it's necessary. Who really rules? I agree, it's something we need to address. Some people would say, I don't care who rules. I know the president rules. He's in charge. That's why, we have our wars, to keep the peace. And we give money for war. And we spend all this money on war. And the president you voted for is doing that. So you, in a sense, voted for war. But no matter which way you look, no matter who you vote for, whoever's in charge is not really in charge. And I'm crazy, obviously. Crazy control. You don't know. Because they don't want you to know. And you don't really want to know because you don't want to face up to the facts. You're scared that, these people that are in control are going to come after you specifically. You 1 in 7 billion, probably close to 8 billion now, people in the world. They're going to come after you. And they're going to make a huge fuss after you're gone. And everything's going to blow up just because they wanted to deal with you. You really think you're that important? They're going to wave you off. But if they wave us all off, because we are all so insignificant, who really has the power? They're waving us all off. Yet we still work for them. Why don't we wave them off and see what they do? Will we do something about it to them? We don't have to. We can live on our own. We can do as we choose. You let the people in control dictate your lives. You're going to wake up and be at work for 9 a.m. You're going to stay there till 5 p.m. You're going to go home. You're going to change. You're going to shower. You're going to cook food. You're going to do laundry. You're going to do chores. You're going to drink some alcohol because you're stressed. Meanwhile, that same alcohol is poison. We use that alcohol to clean stuff and to disinfect stuff, and it's used for purposes that really shouldn't be used in a self-indulging. It's not meant to be ingested. But they have you to believe that it's fun. We have the power. They're not going to come after you specifically, okay? Because if they do, they got huge problems. Where did this one person go? He knows so many people and now he's just gone. Or she is gone. They have a huge mess. We're not a significant threat, but together we are. And we're not trying to be a threat, we're just trying to bring peace. We don't understand why these people don't want us to bring peace. Let's see the next one. Triumph Society. See, I've been modifying my Facebook. It's starting to look a lot better now. Let's see what it says. Silence and smiles are two powerful tools. Smiles are the way to solve many problems, and silence is the way to avoid many problems. Just smile and be silent. They both solve problems or avoid problems. Smile in silence. Now, would you do that at work? No, because the boss is telling you he doesn't want you to smile or be silent. He wants you to work. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. You got a problem and you just want to smile or be silent about it, but you can't because you got to put food on the table. So you got to do what this person is telling you to do. You don't really want to do it for how long they expect you to do it, because that's a lot of time. That's like a third of your day. You're only up for 2/3 of the day. So in between the time you got to do all your other stuff, now you're looking at like what, a sixth of the day just for yourself. And we have grown so much accustomed to this. On average, my assumption, sixth of the day is enough. That's all we get out of my whole day. All I am rightfully allowed to have is 1/6 of it. Where do the other 5/6 go? Okay, 1/3 is sleeping. That's my time. But the other half of the day, errands and work, is all for but shelter and food. That's all I really need. I am giving up half my day for shelter and food when we have more than enough shelters all around. We already are living in a place that we have shelter, but we need to maintain this shelter. We will never be given shelter. It is not yours. Unless you're better than other people, you have this so-called currency. Makes you better than someone. And food, I mean, let's get real here. People put that in the ground, they let it grow, and yeah, they took it from the ground. That's part of your half a day, those people making the food. What's next? God. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. I'm going to leave out that. Beautiful roads often lead to beautiful destinations. Was that it? Would that make more sense? Beautiful roads lead to beautiful destinations. No, it's difficult roads lead to beautiful destinations. I'm a person 100% positive. I want to make it beautiful roads lead to beautiful destinations. Why not? Ain't nothing difficult about this. But the way we live in right now, that's difficult. That's the struggle. You got people in the ghetto. You got people in Africa, man. They need us. They need you. They need me. They need them. They need everyone. If we all just took like 1 year to go to Africa, help them do their thing over there, get them caught up. Look at the difference between Africa and Japan. Why is there such a difference? Why are people better than other people? People in Africa don't deserve it? No one gave a second thought for Africa? And it's not just Africa, it's all over the world, man. I'm just using Africa as an example. Why are we why are we focusing on advancing one little tiny little island so much, has so much technology, and they just keep advancing, and then everyone else who's still far advanced is like, well, I want to be like Japan, and then people in Africa don't even care as long as they got food and water, man. Like, do you understand how messed up the world is? Good night. God bless. Amen. Peace, believe. Easy out. Take it. Peace.